everybody. It's Dr. Amy Chai again, running for United States Congress in Connecticut's 1st District. And we're talking about Psychology 101, your brain on politics. And today's topic is cognitive bias. Are you a cat person or are you a dog person? Well, I like both, of course, but I I'm a little bit more preferential towards cats. I've always loved cats. And so, how would my cognitive bias towards cats play out in the real world? Maybe I'll see a couple of studies or a couple of articles about pets. One article will say dogs are smarter and make better pets. The other article will say cats are smarter and make better pets. Which article do you think I'm going to believe more readily? Well, I do have a thing for cats, so I'm probably going to believe the one that preferentially states that cats are a little bit better. So, how do political operatives use your cognitive biases to manipulate your mind? Well, there's two ways that they do this. One of them is by group identity, and the other is by presenting a certain argument that helps you reinforce your pre-existing bias. So first of all, groups. One way to get emotional involvement and partisan involvement is to create an identity group or a sense of commonality with another person. And we see that a lot in what we do call identity politics. Some sort of a group where you have a common experience is going to get you in the mood to accept group programming. Another way they use the cognitive biases against you is to feed you certain data sets that are one-sided or preferential to one side of the argument. And as you're looking at an argument, you're much less likely to consider that your own view might be wrong if you have a cognitive bias towards one opinion. They did some research at Duke University about this, where they set people down and they gave them policy and they asked them what their opinion was on the policy. And then they gave everyone a bunch of information that proved their ideas were wrong. Well, guess how many people changed their minds? Anywhere from 2% to 20%. So the vast majority of people, when they heard information, facts, data, truth, reality that contradicted their narrative, they still wouldn't change their mind. And our politicians know that. And that's how they get us to think a certain way and not change our minds. So think, when's the last time you heard some evidence? How did it make you feel? Did it make you feel like it was challenging your belief? If it did, that's a good thing. It means you should look into it more closely to make sure that you're not a victim of cognitive bias. And yeah, cats are kind of better. If you want to know a little bit more about your brain on politics, like, share, and follow for more. And we'll see you next time on Politics